All right, so just went to the hardware store and bought 2 more Versa stacks. So we still got the 2 underneath the Klein box over here. Okay, you can see where the Klein box comes up relative to the bed. It's just this is how I do things. I get creative this way, but what I want to show you is, okay, so these are a bitch, but it's not a big deal. But okay, so there. So then those come apart. You see. Now, something else that's possible is you just would do this, and you buy the cleats for them, and then you just have a piano hinge board that sits down on there. Now, something else that I realized after the last video, which I don't want to forget, and I want to make this in this video, is these Versa stacks will actually fit on this bottom shelf. Before, when I was saying they fit below the shelf down here, I was talking about all the way below it. You can fit 2 of them all the way below it, but they also fit height-wise on that bottom shelf. And you say, well, there's a gap there still. Okay, so there's a gap there. Check this out. Went ahead and bought one of these, even though I'm probably gonna end up taking it back. This is, you know, just, it's not that expensive. The plastic thing without all the stuff is expensive. You put all the tools in there, it's not that much more money. It's crazy that the tools don't cost more than the plastic, basically. So anyway, these things attach to the top of these Versa stacks. Let me see here how this goes. I wish that they, and then it'll lock on there if you flip that up like the other one. Oh, maybe not. What am I talking about? See, that's why I bought them, was to find out what the fuck this is about. Is this not gonna attach? Oh, okay, good. Like I said, they're bitches. Hang on a second. Oh my God. Maybe they get easier after time, but that's no joke. But anyway, so that snaps atop that. They have a big one for Klein tools. They got different depths. They got, you know, like 4 inches deep, 2 inches deep, whatever it is. But I'm like, if I'm gonna fucking buy one, I'm gonna buy one filled with tools. And then they got the little ones, you know, like the ones that you get the drill bits in and stuff. Those attached to these things. Same thing on Klein tools. They sell the different things. So this is just kind of just me trying to figure out space. But as you can see, that would fit down here. Take this back off. You get the idea. It'll fit in there. Okay, so something to think about. Okay, and the nice thing is they're removable, so if you ever need to slide something long in here, like pipes or paddle boards or whatever, you can slide things in there. Same thing with up here. You can slide long things in all the way across the top. I always mention that. That's why I designed everything like this. All these, you can slide things all the way up to the very front of the van. It's very clever, in my opinion, the way that it's set up. So, these Versa stacks will sit underneath here. They'll fit underneath here. Underneath, no problem. They'll fit up there. They'll fit up here sideways. Okay. So you could have the one underneath. Okay. And then you have another however many up top here. That's one thing I was kind of curious about, is how many would fit. I guess I can just use a tape measure to find out. Hang on a second. Okay, so we got a total of 27 inches, and these guys are just under 7 inches each. So you might be able to fit exactly fucking 4 of them. You might be able to fit exactly 4 of them right there. Something else. You create the way to mount it down. And you might also be able to fit bag out of here. I don't know what the bag's doing. Fit one. You could potentially stack these. And it's actually not the end of the world. You just make sure you put the most filled up one at the bottom and the lesser filled up ones towards the top. But the point is, you could set up a guardrail system vertical where you actually have to lift them up to get them out. So it's like a vending machine at the top. You have to lift it up to get it out, lift it up to get it out. And we could set up a guardrail system for those with just some, because those things are handy. Anyhow, I think I'm going to be able to get organized now. This is going to be good. Oh boy. So realistically, all that you'd have to do is get that thing mounted down right there. And to do that, really all you'd have to do is just install a couple hooks and put a strap around the thing and put a bunch of these things together. And then you still have a decent amount of shelf space to set things. Anyway, these Versa stacks on the measurements of this van are really going to work out well, in my opinion. Okay, now here's something else I just realized. This. Oh my. That's gonna fit in there fucking perfect. And since you can stack these atop each other, interesting. The only thing is, the only one that was thin like this was the one that was already filled with tools. The other ones were they were the size of that whole thing. This one's only a portion of it, but this thing fits perfect down here. What I'm getting at is, it'd be nice to stack like 5 of these on top of each other and have it as a brick in here that you could have little stops to, so it doesn't go sliding. And you get it in there and you have something that you can like, you could have like a swing down, something like the Klein thing has, where it's got that bar that slings up. You put a swing bar here of some sort that you lift up out of the way to get these slid out, and then something like that. Anyhow, coming along. Okay, so let's talk ladder. So I went to Home Depot and Lowe's in Cincinnati. I went to Home Depot and Lowe's in Columbus. I've been to a bunch of different Home Depot and Lowe's, and I kept coming up short on getting the exact ladder I want. There's like a 14-foot, because I don't want the bigger one. I want the 14-foot little giant or gorilla ladder that folds up small, because I want to sit it over there in that corner on the right? And so or maybe even up here once I get these bolted in. I've just been leaving these loosey-goosey for now because I haven't decided yet exactly what once I chop these, they're chopped. So I've been waiting to see if there's any reason why I don't want to chop these. I think I got to chop them, but I've just been waiting. Because I can always, like, metaphorically nerf them off if I'm going to do something else. But I don't know what, so I've just left them alone. because that's the length that they come from Lowe's. But anyway, the point is, I had to order the ladder that I wanted. They don't actually carry it in the stores, I finally found out, because I asked one of the representatives. I was like, "What? Do you guys have this ladder?" So I got the little 14-foot ladder. It's got the little rolly wheels on it for when you tilt it over the wrong way. It'll actually roll real easy, and it folds up like an A-frame. And it's also rated to 375 pounds per step. So that's 700 pounds if you A-frame it and you have the rail on 2 steps, okay? And that's 700 pounds on, 750 pounds on one side of the rail. Meanwhile, the van can hold the other 750 pounds. So now we've got this rail to where it can hold over 1,000 pounds, which is nice. And I got the ladder that has like the leveling legs where the legs slide out and you can lock them in different places and so on and so forth. So anyhow, it's going to be hopefully pretty good setup. So just when I pretend like I'm talking to somebody, I'm smarter. I come up with creative ideas when I'm talking out loud. Maybe the universe hears me talking and it tries to help me out or something. I don't know. But anyway. And again, we can set another versus stack down there. And again, you don't have to just put tools in these things. These things are handy. You can put whatever the fuck you want in these things. You can put socks in these things, right? And then here's the Klein drawers. You can see there's a decent amount of room in there. This one's got a little ridge to it because it's got to clear that handle down there, how they snap together. This is the release handle on these Kleins are really nice, the way they attach and detach. Like if I'm going to take something in and out of the car, it would be the Kleins. If I get the roly-poly wheels, it'd probably be the Klein that I take in and out of the car. The reason why I'm doing all this is, next video. Because I don't want people to have to watch through all that shit to get to the next video. Next video is going to be about the master plan, kind of with the upgraded cars that we're going to be doing soon. See ya.